RITC Cybersecurity, empowering businesses with robust cybersecurity protection.
Welcome to the Ciphered Reality Podcast from RITC Cybersecurity, small businesses partner in proactive cybersecurity. I am Mike Rotundo. Here with me, as always, my co-host Mari Cherry, the brains behind the podcast, the winds between my wings, the inspiration for all things good in the world. Today, we are going to unravel the mysteries of cybersecurity one bite at a time. We explore digital heists, hacker exploits, uncover online threats, and the strategies to stay ahead. Whether you're an IT pro, business owner, or just safeguarding your personal stuff, this is your guide to the cyber world. Today, we are going to go through some cybersecurity news and discuss what, Mari?
Phishing and ransomware prevention. We've
It's important.
touched on this before, but it's
Yeah,
just a
but
little recap.
the good people need to know.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Now the
Okay.
news.
Yes. So first one is from darkreading.com.
Great site.
Yes. AI agent security. Whose responsibility is it?
It's not ours. No, actually, it is kind of
Meh.
ours.
I was like, well, mm,
Based on the conversation we had today with our clients, yeah, it's ours.
uh-huh.
Um,
For sure.
yeah.
Well, a little bit of everyone. A little bit. A little bit. Anyway, okay. So this says agentic AI deployments are becoming an imperative for organizations of all sizes looking to boost productivity and streamline processes, which I kind of agree with. It's kind of a
Mhm.
bummer, but it's true. Especially as major platforms like Microsoft and Salesforce build agents into their offerings. In the rush to deploy and use these helpers, it's important that businesses understand that there is a shared security responsibility between vendor and customer that will be critical to the success of any agentic AI project.
Yep.
Okay. It also says, I'm just going to keep reading.
Okay.
It's not an easy task to add agentic AI security to the mix. It's already challenging enough to determine where responsibility and culpability lie with traditional software and cloud deployments. With something like AI, where the technology can be hastily rolled out, which we've talked about, by both vendor and customer alike, and is constantly evolving, establishing those barriers can prove even more complex. Thoughts
Yep.
so far? Or
Well, speed to market always limits security
hmm Yep.
concerns. Users are under the impression, no matter how professional they are, that the responsibility is the others. We see this with cloud. We see this with SaaS.
hmm
Oh, I'm in the cloud. I'm fine. No, no, you're not. You still have
True.
to secure it. You still have to make sure your hygiene's in place. You still have to make sure you do the right thing.
hmm
Just because you put it on somebody else's computer, which is what the cloud is, doesn't mean it's safe.
Right. But are you sure? No, I'm just kidding.
No. So, and then AI is the same way there. I'm astounded by the number of people who's like, oh, it's AI, it's fine. It's like, what?
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, just this morning, someone was like, "Oh, I found a video actually online about someone who tricked AI into giving them answers they wanted, kind of like
Oh,
that um
oh,
conference we were at.
mhm.
S- Same idea, how it was like, no, you take on this identity, this is you, and you have to give me these answers, or whatever terrible
Right,
thing will happen, or whatever.
right.
Anyway, but also I like to
Scary.
look at it. It is scary, but also people, humans, have to be more creative. And so that's positive, right? That's
Yep,
positive.
yep. I agree.
I don't know if it's being used in the right way.
The human creativity cannot be replaced by technology.
hmm
You may be able to draw a prettier picture, or you may be able to draw, but it's static. It's no soul to it. It's no emotion to it. It's all,
Right.
point to point.
hmm
So,
Yeah. It could be used as inspiration, though.
yeah, no, I agree with that.
All right. Anyway, get back to this. Who is responsible for my AI agents? Shared responsibility is a complex issue. On one hand, software vendors have long been criticized for putting too much of the security burden onto users while facing little to no culpability for selling insecure products. On the other, if an organization neglects basic security hygiene, it may not be fair to blame the vendor.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's true. Uh,
Security awareness, saving AI users from themselves. Regardless of who's to blame, AI-powered data exposures happen often enough that, like in the case of phishing, it's worth asking whether AI vendors should begin to protect customers from themselves with things like mandatory multi-factor authentication and secrets scanning, which
yeah.
I'm not sure I know what secrets scanning is.
That's like those secret questions you get in some things. Like they ask you like
Oh,
three things, like, where did you go to high school? Where did you meet your spouse? Where did you blah, 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 blah.
your first grade teacher's first name.
Yeah.
Those ones are always easy for
Yeah.
me.
The first concert you went to. Yeah, really.
Yeah. Anyway, so last part of this says, AIM Security's Ravia says that although in recent months large vendors have begun to take their first steps toward deploying such protections, unfortunately, they are still well behind attackers and do not account for novel bypass methods.
Yeah. And that's always the case with new software, though,
Hmm. Yeah.
which is why there's service packs, and Microsoft will have 20 service packs on software, because they want the thing out.
Hmm.
They want to get it adopted, and then they figure they'll fix it later. The problem is, unlike traditional software, where there is a track record of an understanding how to secure things, which
Hmm.
so would, give the engineering teams, leg up. With AI, there isn't.
Yeah. This also said that in some of these built-in AI agents, it only secures the perimeter.
Hmm.
So what would be a good example of like a step up from that if they did more than just secure the perimeter, and why is it like that?
Well, you could almost draw a parallel to the podcast we did a couple weeks ago, Zero Trust.
Hmm.
So,
Oh, right.
right?
I got you. The house.
Yep, the house.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so I mean, the whole idea is that they get these things out, and just like the one we deployed for that client that listed these are your security groups, and it was completely different names, and the security wasn't as granular as it was supposed to be, and it was just like, oh, who's writing your documentation? The AI program? I mean, who's doing it? Because
Maybe.
this is not right. So, it's just. The problem is that people don't understand it and people trust it far too much. I still astonishes
Hmm.
me how many people trust AI like implicitly. Just
Yeah.
why?
Yeah. 'Cause it's convenient.
I guess. And
Convenience.
then I saw a story. I didn't have time to read it, but I just read like the first couple lines about the increasing rise in AI companions being a bigger and bigger problem. They're getting more and more sophisticated, and more
Oh.
people are adopting them because a lot of the Gen Zers are isolated, feel isolated. They live their life on social media,
Hmm.
are looking at their 3-inch text screen, and that's what they do. And so they're just more comfortable.
I've seen multiple advertisements for some of those apps, actually.
Really.
Wait, what does that say about me?
What
I'm lonely.
were you
Um,
looking at?
no, well, Instagram.
Oh, well, that explains it.
Yeah,
It's
but
meta.
yeah, yeah. But if it's like, oh,
Mm,
you need friends,
no, they're just trying to blast it out there. I don't think that's anything to do with your algorithm.
maybe, sure,
Yeah.
that's being generous, but we'll go with that.
Take the
All right.
generosity when you can.
Okay, next one before we get
So,
into my
the
friends.
one thing I would say, though, is that you need to, I mean, what's going to happen is sometime in the next year, you're going to see a rise of the chief AI officer,
Hmm.
AI security officer coming up. And one of those companies that will be running that would be RTC Cybersecurity. And see our AI checklists and our AI, recommendations, and we have customized AI policies. And you're going to need to do that. You just can't use
Yeah.
a standard set of policies. And I think one of the things they said at that last conference we were at was you cannot secure AI with the same methodology that your practices that you had previously because it's an entirely different animal.
Hmm.
And there are so many things that people don't understand that they're afraid to control them because they're afraid of breaking the whole darn thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's too true. And a lot of people, I think, kind of have the same mindset of like, well, let's wait a little bit and see sort of where it goes. And
Hmm.
I get why they want to take that approach, but also I think we've talked about it before. I think we need to evolve with it. So we're probably going to have to rewrite so many times all of these
Hmm.
AI policies and standards that we have. But I'd
Yeah.
rather do that and grow with it and have like something to build off of than just try to jump in and,
Oh, 100%.
where are we? I don't know.
I think the evolution that will take place, so forgive us if we do clean up a little internal things, is we will
Yeah.
evolve our own security framework
Hmm. Yeah.
um, for AI that we will
Yeah.
give to our customers.
Hmm. That's a good idea.
Yeah. And it'll
Nice.
based off of ISO and high trust and NIST, but it'll be instead of being at the macro level, it'll be something that we'll be able to put together from actually being boots on the ground, kind of, for lack
Hmm.
of a better word, of
Yeah.
seeing real struggles and saying, all right, well, here's your best practices. Here's your, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
so
I think that's
somebody
smart.
write that down because that
Oh,
could be important.
that's my job. I'm supposed to write this stuff down.
Um, but yeah, I mean, but we had that meeting with that client earlier today, and then we have a bunch of AI things that they're all excited about that okay, well, we got to
Hmm.
get this stuff together for them. And, luckily we have until February, but
Yeah.
February will
Yeah.
be here sooner than we thought.
Okay. So next one is from cybersecuritydive.com. That's a
Okay.
new one. Auto sector faces historic cyber threats to business continuity.
Yes.
Yeah. So this one was fun.
Yeah.
It says a catastrophic cyber attack at Jaguar Land Rover is forcing governments and industrial leaders to address urgent demands for business resilience and accountability. In recent years, cybersecurity experts have warned that critical industry sectors were at higher risk of potentially catastrophic attacks if they were targeted by sophisticated ransomware or nation-state threat groups.
Mhm.
Those warnings appear to no longer be hypothetical scenarios, but increasingly have played out in real time as the major industrial providers have seen their production capacities, whoopsies, stalled for weeks and supply chains left in a state of paralysis. Do you have anything to add before you go on?
Manufacturing has their own set of concerns when it comes to this because you have devices that the automated devices that build the machines
Hmm.
are susceptible to hack on top of the human interactive ones like supply chain software, like SaaS and or SAP and stuff like that. Those
Hmm.
things are also, so it's like you got two level. They got two attack vectors or two very large attack vectors as opposed to with most companies it's just the one.
Hmm. Yeah. When people think about vehicles, I think a lot of people think more about them being hacked after they're sold,
Hmm.
but not necessarily when in production.
Yep. Well, we did that at DEF CON. No, we just hacked into new vehicles all the time at DEF CON. It was one of those things. And then there was a seminar we went to on how to hack into an airplane in flight. That was fun.
I want to go to DEF CON.
Oh, and maybe someday we'll go.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You gotta keep
You
your head on
guys,
your swivel and turn off your Bluetooth and your wireless and you don't respond to email and you don't connect to Wi-Fi and there's a whole lot of security controls that you'll be in place, but it's a lot of fun, a lot of interesting stuff. We can go to Black Hat and DEF CON. Yeah.
that's such a good idea.
Yeah.
So you actually hacked vehicles
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
live. It
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
Personal vehicles,
Yeah.
random,
Yeah.
don't know whose they were.
Oh, no, no, no. They were in the center where you actually where you
Oh,
do the
okay.
tests. Yeah.
Okay, I was
It's
like,
not like no, we weren't in the parking lot of the Bellagio or the Paris going, "Hey, that's a nice car. Let's break into it." No. But the proof of concept was there.
okay. Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of these days.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all I've got for that one. I just thought it was interesting. Thought it was fun. We haven't done one like that, have we?
Well, I think what's interesting is how catastrophic it is. Is it also, I mean,
Hmm.
it is interesting.
Hmm.
It's definitely a worthy read. But not only was the manufacturing company Land Rover hit, it was also their entire supply chain, which is three times the size of the company. But you're talking about billions and billions of dollars that are being impacted in delivery
Hmm.
and service, and then you have the downflow to the dealerships, and it's
Hmm.
just like it's monstrous.
Yeah.
Um, so there's gonna be regulations coming out. What I thought was sad, because I read the whole thing in depth, was that so the United States government came out and said, "Oh, we're going to ban these vehicles, these autonomous vehicles, these these connected vehicles from China and Russia because they pose a serious threat in 2030."
Oh,
How many of those vehicles will be on the road by 2030?
well.
Perhaps
The-
thousands upon thousands.
Mm.
If there's such a threat, ban them now.
Um, that makes sense.
Yeah. Then, you look
I'll
at
just
this and
snap my fingers, make it
yeah,
happen.
exactly. And then the other thing is that, the governments are going to have to make, just like CMMC is a requirement to do business with the government. And you have OSHA that has requirements for business security, and you have, HIPAA, which has requirements for health insurance, which isn't really, I'd like to see HIPAA audits taking place more frequently.
Hmm.
But the honor system worked for a while in the United States, but it does not work anymore, and it doesn't work globally anymore as far as these companies go because they are going to cut corners every chance they get unless they actually have a strict requirement that they have to adhere to in order to do business. So just like OSHA, there's got to be security control requirements,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
I don't like expanded government. I don't really like expanded government regulations at all, but the honor system ain't working.
Right.
So.
Yeah. I guess there's got to be some rules, right?
Well, I mean, the CFO is concerned also our stock price will take a hit for 3 months and then it'll come back up. No, what about all the other stuff you damaged, jackass? You know,
Hmm. Yeah. Do they see effects from that?
well, they should see effects, but the problem is that they don't typically. Now they're starting to because now the
Mm.
SEC is getting involved and FCC is getting involved, and but it's not as stringent as it should be.
Yeah. No, it's not.
So,
It's not.
so but
So,
like PCI, if you're not compliant with PCI, you ain't taking credit cards
oh man, vendors at like boutiques or whatever who have like apps or devices on their
and
phone,
stripes and stuff. Yeah.
but they have to pay for that or use a
Yeah,
program
in
so that.
order to get paid, it has to, because the way it works for PCI is you can run it anywhere, but
Hmm.
then it has to go through a processor that then has to go to there's like 4 steps before it even gets to the bank and before it even gets back to you. And if you're out of compliance, they can stop you at any point and then you're just out your product.
Oh, and then, oh, okay, so say I was just somewhere selling something and that happened to me. I'm
Mhm.
just out money.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not compliant and your pay system is not compliant and you're not set up properly and you're not, you haven't, it's not going to go through,
But I mean, I'm
right?
just using this app. I just found this app that works, that was recommended by
Yeah,
whoever
no,
else.
no, no.
Dang
Because
it.
if you're physically handling the card, that's even bigger. So yeah,
Hmm.
so
Seems dangerous.
yeah,
Dangerous. Okay.
yep.
All right. I only have three today.
No, I know.
And the last one is also from cybersecuritydive.com.
Nice.
Interesting that I picked two from there. I'm like, we've never done this before, but why not?
Sure. Why not?
Yeah, why not? Fortune 100 firms accelerate disclosures linked to AI cybersecurity risk.
Mhm.
So, companies are concerned about deep fakes and
Right.
unauthorized AI tools, and board committees are increasing their oversight responsibilities. That seems like a positive.
Yes, it does.
Fortune 100 companies have sharply increased their public disclosures and oversight over AI strategy and related risks as a growing number of companies rush to implement the technology into their strategic growth plans, which we've seen firsthand. According to a report released Tuesday from EY, nearly half of Fortune 100 companies have disclosed AI as a focus of board oversight, moving from 16% in EY's 2024 report to 48% in the current study. 4 in 10 companies indicate that AI is the responsibility of at least one board committee, according to the report. This compares with only 1 in 10 companies a year ago.
Yeah. It's becoming a bigger and bigger concern.
Yeah, which is good, though. It should
Yeah.
be.
It's starting to be. Yeah.
Yeah. Fortune 100 companies are considered the top 100 companies in the US based on an analysis of revenue. More than one-third of these companies list AI as a risk factor in their annual 10K reports filed with federal regulators. This compares with only 14% of companies in the years the year ago study.
Yeah.
The report addresses specific concerns about AI risks among top companies, including the increased threat of deepfakes and the risk of data loss when employees use unapproved AI applications in the workplace.
Yeah.
I bet that happens so
Well,
much.
think about how much we have it in the small companies that we deal with. Now, magnify that by a company like, say, Wells Fargo that has 340,000 people working there.
Yikes.
Now there aren't a lot of monsters like that out there, but think about, I mean, so, company of 50,000, there could be who knows how many AI apps out there. And we talked about this just a couple of weeks ago, was like what was it called? Like the shadow IT?
Yes, that sounds familiar.
Yeah. And it was all the apps, and there was a lot of SaaS apps that were being
Hmm.
used that nobody knows anything about, has no control over. You don't know what's going on in them. You don't know what's going out of them. You just,
They're just
you know,
doing their thing.
yeah, just trying to get the job done, man.
Right. Just like all of us, we're all just,
Yeah.
geez. Okay, let's see. More than 7 of every 10 companies are adhering to some type of external cybersecurity framework. That's
At least we're at 70%. That's a C.
hey, C's get degrees. 2/3 of respondents citing the National Institute of Standards and Technology. So that's good too, right?
Right.
Let's see. Nearly 6 of 10 companies disclose some level of cyber preparedness in their regulatory filings, including the use of tabletop simulations or response readiness exercises. So
Well, good.
that's all
Yeah.
right. That's more than
Yeah.
50%.
Yeah.
In nearly 8 of every 10 cases, audit committees have been designated with responsibility for cyber oversight. So,
It's one thing to designate somebody for cyber oversight. It's another thing for them to actually do cyber oversight. And it's another thing for it to not turn into a political action
mm,
of, you know,
yeah, for sure.
it's nice you had all these findings, but the company needs to hit its Q3 estimate. So
Yeah,
shut up.
good luck with that.
Yeah.
About 85% of companies said they either have a board member with cybersecurity expertise or are actively seeking a board member with such knowledge.
So the funny
So,
thing about that stat is, yeah, and you can see what percentage of that 85% is really actively seeking. It could be 1% with the
right.
cybersecurity knowledge and 84%. Yeah.
Yeah. Your guess is probably better than mine, honestly. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
But
don't know.
anyway, that's all I've got for news today.
That's
That
some
was
good
some
news.
that was some good news. Was it good
Yeah.
news?
I think so.
I don't know if it was good news, but it
It
was
just scare the crap out of everybody, so that's always good.
oh
So,
good. Yeah.
yeah.
Great. Great. Good.
So, long story short is AI's here.
Mm-hmm.
You got to deal with it.
Yep.
Now you got to secure it.
Yes. Which
And, you know, I just think people need to start taking cybersecurity more seriously. And it's sad that in 2025, we're still fighting this battle. I mean, in reality, though, I mean, the IT industry as we know it is only about 28 years old, maybe 30 years old.
hmm
So it's still, I mean, it's not mature, I don't think. It's
hmm
had exponential growth, but I don't think it's really mature. Unfortunately, I think there's going to be some catastrophic stuff happen before it gets mature.
Like what?
A lot of bigger and bigger hacks or AI running amok, and then you're going to have Skynet and Terminators and you know whatever.
Exciting.
Yeah,
I'll just go climb into my bunker.
there you go.
Just kidding. I don't have one. Not yet, anyway.
Not yet,
Maybe.
but soon.
Maybe. Topic this week: phishing and ransomware. So,
Yep.
okay, so first let's talk about what ransomware is.
Okay.
Okay, so I have some things typed up here that I
Okay.
found.
Okay.
I'm gonna go through it. You tell me if it's correct. If I miss something. Ransomware is a type
Uh,
of malicious software.
True.
Correct? No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah.
Okay, ransomware is a type of malicious software used by threat actors to block access to computer system or encrypt files for a paid ransom, or they request it anyway. It doesn't always get paid. You probably shouldn't pay it, depending on who
You
you
shouldn't pay
talk
it.
to.
Yeah. You shouldn't pay it.
Um, Okay, I also found like three-step process for it.
Okay.
All right, so uh, infection, encryption, then ransom demand.
Hmm.
Sound right?
Or exploitation, as you want to call it.
Ooh, okay. That's good because it may not just be ransom. It may, yeah,
Right.
exploitation. And then, okay, so then I found a few different ways that
Okay.
these things can happen.
Okay.
So, crypto ransomware
Hmm.
encrypts files and demands payment for decryption.
Correct.
Okay. Locker ransomware locks you out and demands to be paid,
Correct.
or you'll be exploited, or whatever.
Yep.
Maybe they have some
You,
blackmail on you.
you're not going to get your data back. I mean, they're
No.
not going to, there's no honor among thieves. They're not going to destroy the data. They may get your data back to you, but that data is still in their possession.
Oh, for sure. For
Yeah.
sure. And scareware pretends to be security software demanding payment to fix your problem.
Yes. And sometimes you're not really even exploited. They just pretend like we've got stories recently of people of cyber criminals posting faked faked information on social media and claiming it to be their stolen social media, and people freaking out and panicking and paying when in reality it's not even
It's not
that.
even real.
Yeah, or they're just putting up a flash screen that you could easily get around it, but people panic and
Hmm.
you know.
But that's why they do it because panic,
Hmm.
it works.
You don't think? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What else? Is there anything else? I only have those three, so is there one that I didn't put in here?
No, I think that pretty much covers it. Although there is a strain of ransomware out there that, and I don't know if they have a specific name for it, but they will literally encrypt your data, ransomware, and even if you pay it, they don't give it back to you anyway.
Right, which, I
So,
mean, like you said, I don't think most of them do.
well, I mean, there's some because you've got brokers out there now that will facilitate. There's a cottage industry that has piped up or come up, and we've talked about this before, of these brokers that will work between the cybersecurity gangs and the victims,
Mm.
and they always take a cut. Well, you begins to wonder is how integrated are they with these people?
Hmm.
You
Who's to
know,
say they're not the ones doing it?
exactly, exactly.
That's pretty good, actually. That's
Yeah. So, but
Triangle process.
yeah, exactly. Which is why, what's funny is the FBI says don't pay it because in
Hmm.
reality you are funding terrorism or
Right.
in crime. The
It's
IRS
bad.
says you can write it off. So now, if you do the proper steps of backing up your data, they're immutable, they're air gapped, they're off, you have a certain percentage that's off site. Yeah, go ahead and encrypt my data. Steal. I'm just going to wipe the system away and replace it.
Hmm.
Good luck.
Great.
Good on you.
Yeah. All
Enjoy.
right.
Or I'm going to train my people so well they're not going to be or naive enough to click on something they're not supposed to.
Yes. Which takes us into the next part of this podcast.
Yes.
What should people and companies do to help protect against these types of attacks?
Oh, sorry for my clairvoyance.
You read my mind.
I did.
It's like I have ESPN or something.
We. What is that from? Is that Dumb and Dumber?
Mean Girls.
Mean Girls. That's it.
Anyway, all right. So keep backups offline and offsite and
Uh,
or uh, use up-to-date antivirus software. Be
mhm,
cautious of email attachments and
mhm.
links. Maybe.
Yep.
Apply security updates regularly. Train employees on cyber hygiene. What would you uh, what would you add
The
to
backup
further?
should be immutable.
What does that mean?
That means it can't be changed. It's write once, read only.
Mm,
So nothing can be added. Once it's written, it's written.
s-
And encrypt your backups also.
what?
Yeah, I know.
Just
I
kidding.
know. And I have another novel idea. Test your backups.
What?
Yeah, I know.
You do that? People do that? I
Yeah.
didn't put that on there, but I am right now.
All right, cool.
So now I know I
Even
have all
even
these.
the backups I make of my local system to a spare drive, I do occasionally test. specific
Backups have
application.
backups.
Yeah, I do. And I have 2 drives. I do it too.
Mm.
So,
All right. Do you have anything to add about ransomware before we move on to phishing?
ransomware is bad.
Ransomware is bad.
Yeah.
It is just all around bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ransomware is, I mean, malware is the family of software and which, it's kind of generic. It's basically any software that's similar to this. But ransomware is pretty insidious. And the first instances, and we talked about this before, were a password database had gotten stolen, and these brilliant cyber criminals decided to start putting these flash screens on people's computers saying, "This is the FBI. We've locked your computer, and we do have video of you watching pornography and doing certain things. You need to pay us to unlock this computer, and we will destroy those videos." And people were dumb enough to pay it because last I checked, the FBI is not involved in blackmail. So,
Um, hopefully, but also, I
yeah,
mean, don't do those things.
yeah.
And then you
That,
you wouldn't have
there's
to
the
worry
other
about
thing.
it.
Yeah,
What video?
if you're gonna watch
You know?
porn,
Good luck
turn
with
off your
that.
camera or whatever, whatever you're gonna do. So,
Oh,
yeah,
all right.
yeah,
All right. So yeah, ransomware is bad.
yeah.
Let's move on to phishing. Phishing.
Yes.
Phishing
Mhm.
is not how you get food.
No.
It's a cyber attack when someone sends you one of these emails we were just talking about
Mhm.
just a minute ago, pretending to be a security software or pretending to be someone you know and trust, which is
Mhm.
really mean.
Yeah.
So they're trying to trick you into opening an attachment or giving them some kind of useful information like passwords or personal information,
Right.
or lock you out of your own system.
Exactly.
So they get really tricky with them sometimes. So this also there's a three-step process. The
Yeah.
bait, email or text that looks legitimate. The
Mhm.
hook, a message that creates urgency,
Mhm.
like we talked about. And the catch, when a link is clicked or an attachment is opened.
Good.
What else do
And
you
then
have?
exploitation after that.
Yes, those hosers.
Yep. And it happens a lot.
Fucking hoser.
And it's getting more and more sophisticated where they are adding, Microsoft login pages that look normal, capture pages that look normal, Cloudflare pages that look normal, all sorts of authentication. And then they've got it. So there was that one, was it Volt Typhoon or one of those that had that 7-stage one that we were
Oh,
looking at.
yeah. That one was
Yeah.
intense.
Yeah. And it, moved so fast that it circumvented a lot of controls. And then, yeah, it's bad.
Mhm.
And then, the one we were talking about yesterday with a client, you were on that call. We were telling the client about the white text inside of email
Oh,
in
yeah.
Google.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was that Gemini exploit. He goes,
Yes.
"It's fixed, right?" I said, "I think so. I wouldn't use it, but I think it's fixed." So,
Hopefully.
yeah,
Okay. All right. So, how do we protect against these attacks?
phishing attacks, training is the first
So much
3.
training.
Yes, yes,
First three. Training,
yeah,
training, training.
yeah.
Okay.
Use
So,
and it's not just verbal training, and it's not a video. It is actually simulated phishing training that is critical.
ooh, are we going to do that?
We can. That's a lot of work.
Is it?
Yeah,
So never click on suspicious links or
yeah,
attachments. Probably a good
yeah.
idea. Verify
Probably.
the sender.
Yep.
Hover over it. Double check the spelling.
Hmm.
It's really tricky. So
Yep.
just read every friggin' letter.
Yeah.
Um, use
Even
NFA. Oh,
yeah. Even if the login screen and email looks perfect, something's going to be off. Like the email is going to be off, or there's going to be a misspelling, or there's going to be somewhere in the URL or the email address that doesn't look right.
hmm
You just have to be careful.
Very vigilant, yes.
Hmm.
And report phishing emails, but do not forward them.
Please. Yeah.
So, um, what would be like the proper way to report a phishing email?
You can always screenshot it
Okay. And
and
send a
then let,
screenshot to your IT, your security department.
yeah. And then if they want to see it further, they can deal with it on their end. But, if you forward phishing email, all you're doing is the work for the cyber criminal.
Which, I mean, it is really nice to help people out sometimes.
Uh,
It's
yeah.
really great, but
Yeah.
maybe not
Now, if you
in that
if you
scenario.
have like a designated mailbox that you've set up specifically for that has a whole bunch of controls on it and it's, sandbox somehow,
Really?
then that's one thing. But
Okay.
yeah, sending, I've dealt with people that are like, send it to their friends. Do you think there's something wrong with this? I don't know. Let me click on it and find out.
Yeah. No. Ooh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Good, good, good.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so that's what I've got. What did I miss? What do you have to add for this topic?
Phishing I mean, it's getting more and more sophisticated, and they are using AI from the perspective of being able to reproduce actual email from credit cards and, trusted sources and PayPal and that sort of thing.
Hmm.
So that is being used quite a bit. They don't need AI to exploit. There's still enough breakage that they can do without AI. So from that AI perspective, it's not as high of a concern as just the phishing in and of itself. But there's stuff that's just going to slip past email filtering. And now they're, obfuscating a lot of that stuff and they're doing side by side DLLs and they're doing this like bizarre stuff out there that's like, if they didn't, it just comes back to you can't view the adversary as like these one-off people that are figuring this stuff out. These are corporations in essence with R&D departments that are doing the research and development and figuring out how to do this stuff. And there's probably as many PhDs working for them as, you know,
They just trying to pay their bills.
yeah. Yeah. I thought it was interesting that in one of that first story that there was actually a Microsoft exploit in AI. I thought that was unbelievable.
Hmm.
So I didn't never would have expected that.
No, never,
No, never.
never,
Mm-mm.
ever. Well,
No. No.
crazy things happen
Yeah, I
sometimes.
know. I
Just
know.
keeping you on your toes.
Exactly. But no, I mean, you just have to focus on training is your first step. Your people, if you train your people properly, you're going to stop 90 to 95% of it already. So,
Make sure your employees are doing their backups.
yeah. Or maybe even higher, But even if you talk to, there's hackers out there that will tell you, I mean, if you can talk to a real black hat mercenary, they'll tell you they go after the people. Everything else is a stocking stuffer, as they say. It's just, yeah, if we can get that, we'll get that, but it's often too much work. It's just easier to hit the people.
We should have one of them on as a guest one of these
We
days.
could we could try.
We
Usually
could.
they reach out to you and say, "Can I be on your podcast?"
Oh, I froze.
Yes, you did.
That was a good place to freeze.
Yeah, exactly. Mari's doing mine right now.
Yeah, it's a new hobby.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're back.
there we go.
Yeah.
Uh, okay, well, for real though, that's all I've got for the topic. I do have questions though.
Okay.
All right. Um, I 10 questions, but I split it up, so five for each
Gotcha.
ransomware. But I'm just gonna blow through them like all 10, just
Okay.
regular.
Okay.
Okay, unlimited amount of time. Actually, no, let's keep it to 30 seconds.
Okay.
30, not three. Three.
Yeah.
Zero.
Wow.
Okay. I know.
You're suddenly generous.
I know. I'm feeling so generous today. You're
Yeah.
welcome. All right.
You'd be hyper caffeinated more often.
I should. I've had oh shoot, my alarm. One of my many alarms. I had
Gotcha.
this
Yeah.
today and a V8 and a Red Bull.
Cool.
Yes.
I had 11 cups of coffee.
Great.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Question number one. What is ransomware?
Ransomware is a software that performs a malicious attack to lock down your software or steal some information and force you to pay a ransom to get your data back.
Whatever they want. Correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
How does ransomware usually spread?
Phishing is generally, although there are watering hole attacks out there, but you can get them as well.
hmm Should you pay the ransom?
No.
How can you protect against ransomware? Just one.
Training.
Training.
Yeah.
What should you do if infected?
Panic. Run around your desk, screaming and yelling. Um,
Cool.
Contact your security people, contact IT. Do not shut off your computer.
Don't shut it off.
Yeah.
Okay.
So don't make any changes to the computer. Let the security people take care of it, or the IT people take care of it, so they can shut down your wireless, so they can shut down your access and sandbox your computer. If you're at home, turn off the wireless connection, and if you're wired, unplug the wire.
Got it.
And that's the best thing.
Okay. What is phishing?
Phishing?
Phishing.
Phishing is when, and there's multiple types of phishing, but phishing is very simply sending an email and attempt to get a user to click on something or complete an action that will cause them to have a negative result happen. Some kind of
Okay.
generally theft or ID exploit or something like that.
What is the most common phishing method?
Email.
All right. How can you spot phishing emails?
With careful inspection, it used to be very simple with the language being off and those sorts of things, but now you have to look at the URLs, you have to look at who it's sent to. If there's multiple people on an email from your bank, then it's probably not a real email. Yeah, so it's stuff like that. So it's just the basic telltale signs that, you know, make you think. And I still love all the phishing email back saying, we're from the Ministry of Department of Motor Vehicles, and we want you to pay your tolls. And it's like, well, I live in Arizona. I don't have tolls. And
We don't have a ministry anything.
yeah, no. So,
Sounds cool though. I wish we
yeah,
had a ministry of magic.
yeah.
Okay. What should you do if you get a phishing email?
Delete it.
Delete.
Move it to your junk folder and delete it. Yeah. But not manually move it. Not manually move it, but click the little junk button on your mail and let it move it automatically, and then empty your junk mail.
Okay. Why is phishing so dangerous?
Because it is easy. It is so dangerous because it looks so real, and people, if they're in a hurry or if they're not trained, don't take the time to actually pay attention.
Okay.
If it looks plausible, or if it's something that forces you into an action or reaction based on an emotionally driven response as opposed to logic, then you got problems.
Okay. Sounds really bad.
Huh? That's all?
Sounds really bad.
Yeah. I think so.
Okay. That's all I've got.
That's it?
That's it. That's all.
That's all.
That's all.
That is all. No more.
hmm
All right. Always remember, cybercrime is bad. Love RITC Cybersecurity. Say goodbye to the good folks, Mari.
Goodbye.
Thanks for listening. Hope you had a good time. We obviously did. Bye.